I think Nigerian thing is too much. And if you allow me, well, today, calm down. I'm with you here.
Hi, and this is the Cool or Uncool podcast. Now, I'm not alone. I've got Manny,
Hello.
Tunde, and Hodavai.
Hi.
Yeah, and today we are touching on something that has caused a lot of trouble on the Twitter spaces, causes trouble everywhere. Now people are even like making songs for their faves. Basically, we're talking about artists and fan battles, the very toxic, if I have to say, obsession that fans have, with our faves in the industry, right? And I need to ask, like, how do you think this whole thing started? Like, it seems like 1 minute we didn't have like serious fan culture, and now is like hook it in my veins type of stuff. Artists turning a blind eye to fan battle, cool or uncool?
I think it's cool.
It's uncool, man.
I think it's cool.
What's going on?
In Nigeria, everything is different. Sure, this thing happens everywhere in America, the UK, you name it. The fans can go crazy if you go back in history. But for some reason, I don't know, Nigerian space is very different.
The extremists.
Yes!
But then we've always had that, fan culture, even with like the other, genres of music like Fuji.
Okay.
Yeah, but was it ever this deep?
Was it this deep?
Yeah, very deep. Sometimes it borders around like violence. Sometimes.
So they take us there.
Always
But I think social media,
artists going at
social media probably made it worse.
Well,
That's why
again, like I said, it has always been there now in the industry. I know now it's Afrobeat.
Yeah.
But then I just feel like it's part of the game now because again, Afrobeat artists now need as much publicity as they want.
They all can get.
It is problematic.
So for me, it's, so far it doesn't like cross the line and then get into.
Hasn't it crossed the line already? I mean, sometimes you hear that somebody beats somebody up and none of these people are even related to the person that they're fighting for. We heard about the fights that, ensued in Ghana between some of our faves. So at this point, you're thinking, let's not forget the age-long Davido and Wizkid Wahala, which it felt like they didn't even have any issues with themselves, but their fans brought them to that point, right? So, I mean, is it not like this obsession is starting to sip into even like the psyche of the artists themselves?
It's feeling it feels like, some kind of, I'm sorry, joblessness.
Okay.
Because,
hit a nail on it.
No, it feels like some kind of joblessness. Really.
I agree.
Because it's okay to be, to crave for your fave.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. You can show
Rhyme scheme, crave for your fave.
Yeah, you can show your love online, with your messages. You can come in colors. But when you now start entering other people's DMs and,
going at people.
Don't you think they're actually paid to do that?
Okay,
not all of it's paid, though.
But I don't think all of it is paid because if we think about it now, let's shift from music, right? We've seen this happen. Like when it comes to reality TV, you see how people carry stuff on their heads and you'll be like, we don't really have money, but somehow people can donate money to buy cars and houses for people. So just as he said, I feel like when he says in Nigeria, we do our things differently, I feel that's the problem. We're very obsessive as a people. When we like somebody, this person can do no wrong in my eyes. We'll carry them till they enter one chance. If you think about it.
Again, but I don't think it's a Nigerian thing, really.
You think it's a human thing?
I think it's a human.
I think Nigerian thing is too much. And if you allow me, well, today, calm down. I'm with you here. Listen, me personally, I believe I don't fault the musicians.
Mm-hmm.
I fault the management of the musicians.
Okay.
Because I feel like if you are a big name, and you have this sort of problematic followership, making a nuisance online sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel your management should put out a statement, either advising them to please remember to respect the privacy of people. These are, don't wait for it to escalate to a point where you hear somebody has an accident or somebody was beaten up. Why do you wait? Like, if it feels like you're encouraging it.
No, but even if the management put out a statement, it has gotten so bad that nobody really cares. Wizkid can put out a statement now and nobody...
And that's not gonna...
And it's not going to do anything.
Because he probably
so
didn't
bad.
bring about it himself, though. That's the thing with these, what do we call them? FCs and fan bases and whatever. Because it seems like the artist did not bring them up. And so they are independent of you. You're just, I don't even know.
We say it's the artist that brewed this thing, but I think it has gotten past that stage where they do it for publicity. Because you see people, whether you say they get paid or they don't get paid, we've seen people do graphic designs, post up fake statistics to fault another person. You say, okay, Davido Wizkid had so streams. It's a lie. Wizkid did not attend this show. He said he was cancelling because it's a lie. So you've seen that it has gotten past what the management can handle. Even if they put that 10 statements, the man on the street doesn't know, probably doesn't see it, but he's a Wizkid FC for life. And he can fight any Davido fan, he can fight any Burna fan. So it has gotten past the stage where management can nip it in the bud. It has gone gung-ho. You can't control it at this point.
Okay.
I don't agree with that entirely, that you can't control it, because I feel like there are certain things in life we have to agree are wrong. I mean, let me give you a clear picture of something that if you fail to control can lead to something very, very bad. John Lennon, he took a picture with a fan.
Okay.
Fan. And the fan shot him right after that.
Right
after that.
So what do you think? I mean, so basically, what do you think artists can do, like, to stop this or curb it, rather? Because
start the conversation.
Okay.
Start the conversation. They are worried about their album sales. They're worried about their concerts, but it's part of the groove. Start the conversation, guys. One love. I love this person. I love that person.
And if everyone is simultaneously doing
even
that,
if Wizkid and Davido hug today,
which they have,
and spend hours talking, a ton of pictures, it would not change anything.
True, though.
And there was this time where a Wizkid fan posted something about Davido's daughter, something very derogatory.
Oh yeah.
And then Davido came out to speak on it. The issue cleared. The guy deleted the tweet and all of that, but obviously it still continued. So
I feel like people are people, and because they have independent choices, when they decide to sit on top of your matter, there might not be so much that you can do about it. But now, you said something, you raised a point.
Yeah, again, I was saying that.
Yeah.
If you look at this fan battles and all that, I mean, the reason why I don't agree that the artist, coming together and releasing a statement or having a conversation would change anything.
So they should just leave it like that.
Because
No, you are saying that
But
we
the
should just leave it like
influencers,
that.
they're already those people, though. They just have a
these
platform.
artists have like large pool of fans that are like very, very obsessive with the artist. So they just milk.
Do you think? Okay, so you think they're trying to key into that as well?
So they just create
Angle.
Content and all of that. I mean, you could see a TikToker more or less doing a song about Machala and stuff.
You see,
And before we knew it, everybody was dropping
he's on
their
Billboard.
own.
The guy is on Billboard now.
Yeah, he was number one on Apple.
Again, that's why I said it's part of the game. It's part of the culture. You just have different people just trying to milk different things.
So basically, toxic fan culture is here to stay. That's more or less what we're saying.
It's always been around. It will always be around.
Yeah, but obviously, social media. I feel like social media has taken it up like
To a
500
different level,
notches. Yeah, and now it's more toxic. It's more in your face. Just as you said, with the release of the Machala song, I did not expect that people were going to be so peeved to the point where someone is singing 30 BG, he choke. I'm like, sorry, what?
Now go check the guy that did the OBO thing. Yeah, go check his followers before he did the song.
And after.
He did it. So again, this guy just trying to everybody the hustle.
Idea.
there's some other lines that we don't even look at. There's mental health, there's depression. How this affects the artist. We can't really paint it out there. Do you also consider that as well?
No, I agree. I agree with you on that. I feel like to a large extent it could either be here or there. I understand that from a business perspective, a lot of them might want to milk it, just as he said. But like what you're saying too, because these things were not ever things that I think they envisaged. I don't think these were things they even planned or particularly wanted. People go and create fan clubs all the time. But now it has, just like everything, it has its pros and its cons. But I think we can all agree that the cons outweigh the pros.
Yeah, I think, like you said, everybody would want a fan club. You have people who support you. But when it goes overboard, you're like, did I really want this? But I think for what Manny said about mental health and all of that, I think they've grown it off skin. Over time, it's music. Everybody would not like your stuff. Everybody would not. No, there's that part, but then everybody, that everybody would not like your stuff.
Only that this one reflects on them personally.
Yes, but like he said about coming out to talk about it, they might not want to do that because
it's
you know how
exactly.
exactly
You don't know how it's
really
gonna.
So it's very, very delicate, very, very delicate. So it's like you said, it's gotten like 500 notches high, and how it's going to stop.
The mentality of trying to milk on anything, good or bad, has its consequences. I have spoken to a lot of musicians privately, and most of them have actually told me how
It
an
affects
event here
them.
and there affected them because of fan culture.
Without a doubt,
I'm
it
telling you
will.
the truth.
Yeah.
As it has cancelled their projects. This cancel culture has even led them to abandon music. Not everybody has thick skin now. I mean,
True,
let's face
true.
it. If you remove Wizkid and remove Davido, how are you sure the others have thick skin?
Yeah.
You know.
So
I
I want
doubt-
to. I want to ask something though. Whose fan club do we think is the most toxic? Let's just get there.
Ah,
I think it's pretty straightforward.
Let's have a hint at the very. Oh, you have that? Oh no, then I want to hear it. Let's hear it.
man, I'm not Wizkid. I think it's Wizkid though.
No, Whiskey,
FC.
obviously,
Okay.
FC,
I
obviously,
said I think it's
FC.
Wizkid.
Today now.
No.
That's really.
Today no. You see, is that on the fence that you are that's making me want to know? Really, just let's hear it.
I mean, I have like a soft spot for Wizkid, so yeah.
Okay.
You know
But
why-
okay,
see-
but we all know Sha.
But you know how this Machala song came number 1 on Apple Music.
Yeah.
FC, they are everywhere. They would support with everything in them. They would also fight with everything in them. So they're arguably
the most
biggest.
toxic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're the most powerful, really.
So I'd definitely like to hear what you feel. Do you think that artists turning a blind eye to fan battle is cool or uncool? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Also, watch out for next week's episode.